Hello, my name is Martin Veach, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this short video from Mining Journal. Today, we're going to be talking about Uzbekistan and its potential as a center for mining. With me, I'm delighted to say we have a real expert on the subject, and his name is Timur Khikmatullaev. Timur is the special envoy to the chairman of the board for global integration at Uzbekistan Technological Metals Complex, or TMK for short. TMK was founded actually in 2024 with the support of the Uzbekistan president. It exists to showcase Uzbekistan's qualities in mining, and we're going to be finding out more of that, how Uzbekistan hopes to become a force for mining on a global scale, most notably in critical minerals. But Timur, let me pause for a moment there and tell me a little bit more, if you would.
Thank you very much, Martin. So it's first of all my pleasure to join Mining Journal and discuss Uzbekistan's rapidly growing role in the global critical raw material sector. So today in Uzbekistan is entering new stage of industrial and geological development. The country possesses substantial reserve of strategically important minerals, including tungsten, molybdenum, lithium, graphite, vanadium, magnesium, titanium, selenium, tellurium, cobalt, nickel, uranium, and several other critical raw materials essential for the global energy transition and advanced manufacturing industries. So estimated underground mineral resource potential of Uzbekistan exists 3 trillion US dollars. So importantly, only around 30%, 30% of the country's territory has been geologically explored, if you imagine. So it meaning that the long-term resource potential remains enormous. Now, what makes Uzbekistan particularly attractive is not only the availability of mineral resources, but also the government's strategic approach toward industrial integration and value-added production. So TMK, we are building a vertically integrated industrial ecosystem, so based on the principle of mine to metal to market concept. This means that we are not focusing solely on extraction. So we are developing the entire value chain from geological exploration, mining, to hydrometallurgy, pure metallurgy, and advanced materials, downstream manufacturing, research and development, and expert-oriented industrial production. So in parallel, Uzbekistan is implementing major reforms to create a transparent and internationally aligned investment environment. So starting from 2025, the new law of the use of subsoil resource will enter into force, introducing international standards for mineral resource governance and investor protection. So combined with Uzbekistan's strategic geographic position between Europe and Asia, these factors so create a highly competitive platform for global industrial cooperation.
Yeah, you certainly have some of the in-demand minerals, and as you say, a big ceiling to expand further. A lot of unexplored territory there. Tell me a little bit about what else makes Uzbekistan and your policy particularly different or unique.
Okay, thank you. I believe the key difference is not that TMK is not simply a mining company. So we are building a comprehensive industrial ecosystem. So most mining companies focus primarily on extraction. So TMK integrates exploration, processing, metallurgy, research, innovation, education, and advanced manufacturing with a single structure. So today, TMK oversees more than 100 industrial geological exploration R&D projects across over 25 strategic mineral commodities, including tungsten, molybdenum, lithium, germanium, graphite, and rare earth elements. Our approach is fundamentally long-term. We creating industrial sustainability through vertical integrated and domestic value addition, Rather than exporting raw materials, we aim to produce high-value industrial products inside Uzbekistan and integrate them into global supply chain. So it means the mandate of the TMK is geological exploration, refining, processing, and adding the value, producing the metals. And for example, in tungsten and molybdenum, TMK is developing complete upstream, midstream, and downstream production chains from ore extraction to high purity metal production. Let's say tungsten carbide, hard alloys, powder metallurgy, industrial tools, and advanced engineering materials. In addition, we are heavily investing in innovation infrastructure. So TMK's R&D park includes laboratories, testing centers, commercialization platforms, and additive manufacturing technologies using high purity metals such as rhenium, selenium, and tellurium. So this integrated model positions Uzbekistan not merely as a raw material supplier, but as an emerging industrial and technological hub for critical minerals.
Yeah, very good. Quite an ecosystem you've assembled there. Tell me a little bit about the investment picture. What could investors gain from talking to you?
So today, Uzbekistan offers one of the most competitive investment environments in Central Asia for the mining and critical mineral sector. The government has identified industrial diversification, so private sector growth and international investment attraction as strategic national priorities under the Uzbekistan 2030 development strategy. So several incentives are particularly attractive for investors. Let's say corporate tax is set at 15%, which is among the lowest rates in the region. And investors also benefit from favorable subsoil use taxation for critical raw materials projects, customs privileges, tax incentives in free economic zones for up to 10 years, and the ability to maintain accounts in foreign currencies, including US dollars. In geological exploration, license fees remain highly competitive at approximately 3 to 4 US dollars per hectare. So equally important is the government's strong commitment to transparency and international standards. The new subsoil legislation strengthens legal protection and creates a more predictable investment framework aligned with the global practices. So TMK itself actively seeks strategic international partnerships across the entire value chain, including mining technology, engineering solutions, hydrometallurgy, downstream manufacturing, research, collaboration, financing, ESG implementation, and workforce development. So we believe that Uzbekistan offers investors not only resource access, but also long-term industrial growth opportunities.
Very good. Maybe to illustrate this and bring it to life, tell me a little bit about some case studies, past or current projects that you have with customers.
Certainly. So one of the strongest example is our integrated tungsten value chain project. So TMK is developing a complete mine metal market model for tungsten production in Uzbekistan. At the upstream level, we are developing several major deposits and processing facilities, including it's called Ingichka, Sarakol, and Southby deposits. At the midstream stage, we are constructing new hydrometallurgical processing facilities capable of producing APT, WO3, high purity tungsten metal with up to 99.7% purity, and other metals such as tungsten carbide and advanced composite materials. At the downstream level, TMK is developing production capacities for industrial tools, hard alloys, engineering components, and powder metallurgy products. Another major initiative is our graphite project. So through the joint venture with Graphite Mining and Production Company, Turkish company, this is the first large scale graphite project in Uzbekistan and aims to produce approximately 140,000 tons of graphite concentrate annually while creating significant added value inside the country. And in parallel, TMK is developing TMK Smart Powder project, which focuses on high precision powder metallurgy and additive manufacturing technologies, as well as the Future Metals Technopark, designed to become a regional hub for advanced materials and industrial processing. So these projects demonstrate that TMK strategy goes far beyond extraction. So we are building integrated industrial chains designed for long-term participation in global supply chain networks.
Very good. Timur, is there a particular single one? It's a pet project of yours, something you're most proud of at TMK?
So I believe our most significant achievement in the speed at which Uzbekistan has begun building an internationally integrated critical minerals ecosystem. So within a relatively short period, TMK has already become a full member of 10 major international industry associations and established a cooperation framework with partners from the European Union, the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Japan, Korea, and other countries. And we have also successfully implemented international management and ESG standards, including ICO 9001, ICO 14001, ICO 45001 certifications. So at several production facilities, TMK introduced green certification systems and comprehensive environmental management practices aligned with international sustainability and expectations. So most importantly, we have shifted the conversation about Uzbekistan from being simply a resource-rich country to becoming an emerging industrial platform capable of supplying value-added critical mineral products to global markets.
Yeah, I mean, you've talked a lot today about building that ecosystem, that framework of capabilities and platforms that every organization needs today to be successful. Tell me a little bit about your go-to-market. Do you tend to work solo? Do you welcome partnerships? Tell me about how open you are.
Thank you very much for your question. So I'm really weighted this question. So partnerships are absolutely central to TMK strategy because critical mineral supply chains today are global by nature. So and require cooperation across governments, industry, finance, technology, research, and education. So TMK actively seeks partnerships with the mining companies, engineering firms, equipment manufacturers, investors, financial institutions, research centers, universities, and end users who are seeking long-term critical raw material supply. So we are especially interested in cooperation in hydrometallurgy, advanced materials, recycling technologies, additive manufacturing, ESG systems, geological exploration, and human capital development, which is one of the priority and critical today. So Uzbekistan offers a unique opportunity for international partners to participate not only in mining projects, but in the development of the entirely new industrial ecosystem.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about the future. We're deep into 2026 now. What about the rest of the year and the years to come?
Thank you. So our priorities are focused on scaling industrial integration, accelerating geological exploration, and of course, expanding the downstream manufacturing capabilities. So in 2026, TMK plans to intensify exploration activities for tungsten, lithium, rubidium, cesium, indium, graphite, magnesium, and several other technological metals across multiple promising regions in Uzbekistan. So we also continue expanding our hydrometallurgical and pyrometallurgical infrastructure to increase production of high purity metals, carbides, hard alloys, and advanced industrial materials. Another major priority is development of the future metals technopark under the TMK and R&D center, R&D ecosystem, which will support commercialization of innovative technologies and additive manufacturing solutions. We welcome the residents to our R&D ecosystem and future metals technopark. So we would like jointly develop downstream production with guaranteed minerals from TMK. So after the jointly developing the downstream production, so we will have the opportunity to export the production to the foreign countries. At the same time, TMK is investing heavily in education and workforce development through partnerships with international universities, specialized training initiatives for the next generation of engineers, metallurgists, and researchers. Simultaneously, in 2025, we launched Graduate School of Technological Metals of TMK jointly with the Pisa University of Italy in Tashkent branch. So we enrolled about 20 bachelor students and 10 master students. So TMK's aim is to enlarge the capacity, enlarge the number of enrolled students to prepare for our future projects, well-educated specialists. So by 2030, our vision is for Uzbekistan is to become one of the Eurasia's leading integrated hubs for critical raw materials and advanced industrial materials production.
Very good. And Timur are obviously open to partnerships with businesses, with governments, with academics, with investors also. Let's close on a pragmatic note. How can people find out more?
Thank you, Martin. So we invite investors, technological partners, research institutions, and industrial companies from around the world to explore opportunities with TMK and Uzbekistan's growing critical mineral sector. For more information is available on our website. It's www.uztmk.uz. So TMK is also actively participating in major international mining, metallurgy, and critical minerals conferences and exhibitions across Europe, United Kingdom, United States, Asia, and Middle East. So we're actively participating there. So we look forward to building long-term global partnerships and contributing to a more secure and diversified critical raw material supply chain for the future. Thank you.
Thanks very much to you, Timur, also for explaining so adeptly the present, the future of Uzbekistan, present and future of Uzbekistan in mining. Really fascinating, and sounds like great opportunities available. This is Martin Veach for Mining Journal, thanking you for your attention, and thank you very much once again, Timur.
Thank you too, my pleasure.